For nearly 70 years, the B-52 Stratofortress has been the backbone of the United States Strategic Bomber Force. It's flown in more conflicts than any other aircraft, from a nuclear deterrent at the height of Cold War tensions to a low-level bomber in Vietnam.
Now, United States conducted one of its most complex and strategic airstrikes on Iran's nuclear sites. The attack on nuclear sites involved bunker buster bombs that fell from B-2 bombers. The operation was called Midnight Hammer, that showed the stealth and precision of B-2 bomber.
Across the boundaries that separate peace from conflict, a single force continues to shape the security calculations of adversaries and allies alike: American airpower. For decades, strategic bombers have symbolized both the strength and reach of the United States, demonstrations of military technology capable of tipping the balance of power. Today, these forces are evolving. Behind the headlines, the United States Air Force is spearheading a comprehensive modernization of its bomber fleet, a program designed to ensure survivability and flexibility in increasingly contested environments. A new era of stealth is coming into view. The B-21 Raider, the latest bomber under development, now has 2 prototypes in advanced testing, clear evidence of progress. The B-2 Spirit, once among the world's most secret aircraft, continues to serve, as does the venerable B-52 Stratofortress, which is currently undergoing significant radar upgrades. Recent disclosures about precision operations and shifting defense priorities further underscore the growing role of bombers in the U.S. strategic posture. Yet these facts only hint at a broader transformation, a confluence of new technology and evolving doctrine redefining American bomber strategy. As adversaries strengthen integrated air defenses and develop anti-access tactics, the calculus of long-range strike is changing. Through sustained and coordinated modernization, the U.S. is reshaping its approach to long-range deterrence and projection. In this analysis, we'll explore the current trajectory of America's bomber fleet, unpacking the strategic thinking that supports it, and considering how these changes may influence the global balance of power. The stealth edge, B-21 Raider, and the pursuit of invisibility. Central to America's emerging long-range strike doctrine is the B-21 Raider. While many program details remain classified, there is enough public information to appreciate its ambitious goals. The announcement that a second B-21 prototype is now in the testing phase signals the program's momentum. But why this focus on a single aircraft? The answer is stealth, the ability to penetrate heavily defended airspace, undetected and unchallenged. The B-21 is designed with a focus on advanced, low observable technologies, intended not just to build on the legacy of the B-2, but to set new standards for evading detection. Its purpose, to overcome modern integrated air defense systems, which are themselves evolving responses to earlier advances in stealth. American bombers have long served as both operational tools and symbols of deterrence. Unlike their visible Cold War predecessors, the B-21's value lies in its ability to remain unseen. Air Force leaders emphasize the aircraft's adaptability, citing its open architecture design, a structure that allows for efficient upgrades as requirements evolve. The intent is to maintain not only a powerful new bomber, but also a platform that can flexibly accommodate fresh technologies and mission profiles well into the future. The B-21's importance is heightened by global context. Potential adversaries are rapidly investing in denial and anti-access technologies, long-range surface-to-air missiles, sophisticated radar networks, and multi-layered defense grids. Older bombers like the B-52 and B-1B could, in many scenarios, only operate at safe distances using standoff munitions. The B-21, by contrast, offers the prospect of direct, penetrating strikes into even the most defended targets. But the U.S. strategy isn't to rely on the B-21 alone. Instead, it's built on a blend of proven and emerging capabilities, anticipating losses and technological developments that are inevitable in high-intensity conflict. The B-21 is both a strategic asset and a symbol, a reminder that the era of stealth-enabled penetration and reach continues, even as adversaries respond. Legacy and transition. the B-52 and B-2, modernizing classic airframes. Despite the attention on new platforms, America's air power retains strength through evolution as much as innovation. The Pentagon's bomber strategy carefully combines what is proven with what is new, ensuring both continual relevance and depth. The B-52 Stratofortress, in service since the 1950s, exemplifies this approach. Once expected to retire, it is instead undergoing modernization to extend its operational life. A key element is the B-52 Radar Modernization Program (RMP). Designed to improve situational awareness, the RMP introduces a next-generation radar suite capable of identifying and tracking both surface and air targets in challenging conditions. Recent program tests mark an important step toward integrating this technology, bringing the aging buff closer in line with 21st century requirements. The operational impact of these upgrades is significant. Enhanced radar capabilities allow the B-52 to better identify, track, and prosecute mobile, well-defended targets, a critical requirement in modern conflict. These upgrades reinforce the B-52's role as a flexible and persistent platform for both conventional and nuclear missions, sustaining its place at the forefront of American air power. Meanwhile, the B-2 Spirit, once a product of the highest secrecy, continues to bridge the present and future bomber fleets. Its unique combination of stealth and payload enables it to defeat advanced defenses and deliver some of the heaviest non-nuclear bombs in existence. Analysts recommend that the B-2 remain in service until no fewer than 100 B-21s are fully operational in the 2030s. This phased transition ensures there is no capability gap at a time when only the B-2, or soon the B-21, can penetrate the densest defenses with the required combination of survivability and striking power. Through overlapping deployments, the Pentagon creates strategic depth and resilience. With the layered capabilities of the B-52, B-2, and B-21, U.S. adversaries must reckon with a bomber force able to deliver strikes by stealth or by volume, today and into the future. Such diversity complicates any attempt to exploit timing or technological gaps in the American arsenal, reinforcing deterrence and operational flexibility. Covert operations and strategic signaling, U.S. bombers and real-world missions. Beyond their technical features, U.S. bombers serve essential roles in strategic signaling and, when necessary, precision operations. Recent disclosures about bombing raids on adversarial facilities illustrate the real-world use of this capability. While the details of operations, such as those reportedly targeting Iranian installations, remain closely guarded, certain facts underscore the unique value of American bombers. In circumstances where threats to regional stability or U.S. allies are judged imminent, B-2 Spirit bombers have been employed for their ability to deliver exceptionally heavy, non-nuclear munitions against hardened or deeply buried targets. This capability is not easily replicated. The B-2's advanced stealth enables it to bypass sophisticated enemy defenses and strike with little warning. Precision strikes serve as not only operational actions, but also as potent demonstrations to adversaries, partners, and would-be aggressors worldwide. Each such mission sends multiple signals. Adversaries are reminded that even their most protected sites are potentially vulnerable. Regional partners see evidence of U.S. commitments, and the wider world perceives that American air power retains a qualitative edge. The capacity to conduct these raids depends fundamentally on the unique blend of survivability and striking power embodied by stealth bombers, a capability that shapes ongoing Pentagon decisions regarding the future bomber force. The realities demonstrated through these raids inform not only procurement, but also strategy. The Pentagon's focus remains on specific, mission-oriented capabilities rather than on the mere accumulation of platforms. When urgency arises, such as the need to neutralize emerging threats to U.S. or allied interests, America's bomber fleet is a core component of its response. Strategic priority shift, refocusing on homeland defense. Strategic adaptation is a constant in military planning, and few changes are more consequential than the U.S. shift toward homeland and hemispheric defense. Traditionally, American doctrine emphasized global power projection, with bombers forward deployed or prepared for distant contingency operations. Recently, however, senior Pentagon officials have proposed prioritizing the defense of the homeland and Western Hemisphere. The rationale for this shift lies in evolving threat perceptions. Improvements in missile technology and expanded global reach now enable potential adversaries to pose credible danger to the continental United States and its neighbors. Simultaneously, increasing investments abroad, in Europe or the Pacific, invite higher costs and risks. Against this backdrop, enhancing defense in depth becomes strategically prudent. Bombers, once the ultimate instruments of forward offense, are now being recast as critical elements of domestic and regional defense. The B-21 Raider, modernized B-52 and the B-2 are equipped not only to project power abroad, but also to form a deterrent shield over the homeland. Their readiness and flexibility allow rapid response to crises and provide the option to concentrate overwhelming force when direct defense requires it. This rebalancing does not represent retrenchment or disengagement from global commitments. Rather, it reflects a more deliberate calibration of risk and investment. Bombers remain able to surge worldwide, but placing a renewed emphasis on the Western Hemisphere ensures credible deterrence and defense close to home. In doing so, the US seeks to blunt any adversary's calculations that geographic distance or changing American priorities might offer strategic opportunity. The flexibility inherent to the modern bomber force also enables operational freedom. Aircraft stationed within the continental US can rapidly project force to global hotspots or reinforce defensive rings around North America as circumstances dictate. In essence, the old divide between offense and defense is blurring, with modern bombers providing both. Technology as strategy, adaptive modernization in practice. Technological integration is as crucial as doctrine or equipment for maintaining air superiority. The pace and intent of the Pentagon's modernization programs are notably focused on flexibility. From the B-21 Raider's open architecture to the B-52's modular radar upgrades, every system is designed with future adaptation in mind. The B-21's accelerated testing, demonstrated by flying 2 prototypes, enables identification and correction of design issues early in the acquisition process. Each test flight provides valuable data, improving systems and establishing confidence in reliability and effectiveness before full-scale production begins. When the B-21 achieves operational capability, it will have benefited from lessons drawn directly from rigorous real-world testing, reducing risk and enhancing mission readiness. Similarly, the B-52 radar modernization program incorporates contemporary targeting and tracking technology into a legacy platform. The introduction of active electronically scanned array AESA radars transforms situational awareness, enabling precise identification and engagement of challenging targets under diverse conditions. Early test reports confirm marked improvements over previous systems, ensuring the B-52 remains a force multiplier through the coming decades. These modernization efforts reinforce a core principle: adaptability. Open systems and modular upgrades invite rapid fielding of new capabilities as threats emerge, while maintaining a diverse fleet hedges against disruptive breakthroughs or unexpected losses. As adversaries attempt to field new sensors, electronic warfare, or missile technologies, the US aims to stay one step ahead by planning for persistent change and continuous improvement. Deterrence in the 21st century. The role of the modernized bomber force. In the context of renewed great power competition, the modern bomber force is as much an instrument of deterrence as of direct action. The Pentagon's developing strategy is built to convince potential adversaries that any attempt at aggression will meet with overwhelming response. The US retains bombers for both nuclear and conventional missions, ensuring flexibility to respond to a range of scenarios. The B-52's persistence and payload make it a potent tool for signaling and, when necessary, delivering force. The B-2 and, in the near future, the B-21 offer deep penetration capabilities, striking targets others cannot reach. The visible presence of bombers on alert exercises demonstrating interoperability and the precision of modern operations collectively underscore American resolve and capability. This approach is neither static nor ceremonial. Each deployment, exercise, and operation recalibrates the strategic environment. The knowledge that U.S. bombers can reach the most heavily defended assets, regardless of geography, forces potential aggressors to reconsider the risks of escalation. For regional allies, these capabilities reinforce the credibility of U.S. security guarantees. The psychological impact of the bomber force is real. Adversaries must reckon with the possibility that even their most important assets are not safe from American reach. For allies, this is reassurance. For policymakers, a critical hedge against gaps that no other system can close. The combination of old and new platforms, each carefully modernized, permits a wide range of options, preserving U.S. freedom of action and complicating adversary planning. Building for the future, scaling up for the 2030s and beyond. In the coming decade, the Pentagon faces the dual challenge of bringing more than 100 operational B-21 bombers into service, while sustaining viable fleets of B-2s and B-52s. Analysts recommend maintaining the B-2 beyond its planned retirement timeline until the B-21 force reaches sufficient numbers and capability, reflecting a recognition that in high-end conflict, both quality and quantity matter. The numbers are more than symbolic. Maintaining a sizable force guards against attrition and ensures that a handful of losses in conflict will not undermine strategic deterrence. Developing, producing, integrating, and sustaining over 100 advanced bombers requires substantial investment in people, infrastructure, and supply chains, all of which must operate with resilience under stress. This buildup is a race against time. Technological competition is accelerating worldwide, and air defense systems continue to evolve. Each year, as new platforms enter service, the window for American uncontested superiority evolves. The U.S. seeks to remain at the cutting edge by coupling platform advancements with changes in training, doctrine, and organizational processes. Initiatives such as the B-52 radar modernization and the parallel development of the B-21 ensure that America's bomber force will remain relevant across a changing threat spectrum. Doctrine is being shaped as much by lessons learned from operations as by theoretical wargaming or analysis. Flexibility in implementation has become just as important as hardware innovation. Global implications, bomber modernization, and the balance of power. Militaries worldwide observe these developments with close attention. Each advance in U.S. bomber capability prompts reassessment and potential countermeasures. The presence of cutting-edge, survivable, and adaptable bombers affects not just adversarial military planning, but also alliance cohesion and perceptions of global stability. For those considering challenges to U.S. interests, the question becomes whether any combination of air defenses can truly guarantee safety from an American bomber strike, especially as the B-21 reaches operational status. For allies, the enduring presence and credibility of U.S. bomber forces is a cornerstone of collective defense. The ongoing modernization and overlapping deployment of B-52, B-2, and B-21 platforms reinforce the perception of continuity and commitment. Ultimately, the Pentagon's approach combines the deployment of new systems, the upgrade of existing ones, and the retention of proven capabilities, ensuring continuity across technological generations. This is not simply about fielding a new aircraft, but about building a force capable of adapting to unforeseen challenges and shaping the strategic environment. Conclusion: enduring command of the skies. The modernization of the U.S. bomber force is more than a technical or organizational shift. It represents an evolution in how air power is used to deter, defend, and, if necessary, strike. The approach is pragmatic, blending innovation with preservation and embracing both technological and doctrinal adaptation. As the B-21 Raider comes online, with the B-2 and B-52 maintaining their roles, the U.S. sends a clear signal. Air power remains central to American defense. Every radar upgrade, each new stealth development, and every strategic deployment underscores a determination to meet future threats with a blend of experience and ingenuity. The world may not see every detail of the Pentagon's plans, but each step, from B-52 test flights to B-21 prototype rollouts, reflects a sustained commitment to maintaining an effective, responsive, and technologically advanced bomber fleet. In an age where uncertainty and technological innovation can quickly shift the balance of power, the United States is shaping its air strategy with an eye on deterrence, adaptability, and endurance. In modern deterrence, where decisions are made in moments and uncertainties loom large, the enduring presence of America's bomber force ensures the US maintains not just a physical advantage, but also a psychological one, demonstrating, through action and readiness, that command of the skies remains a defining feature of US military strength.